Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Caitlin Mulcahy coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today is October 19th and a day A.
And I'm Luke Rambuya. We have a lot to get to with information on the SATs, the yearbook, domestic violence, and safe driving week. But first, will everyone please rise for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Attention juniors and seniors, believe it or not, the SAT and ACT are just around the corner. On November 3rd, NCHS will be holding the SAT, and on December 1st, there will be another test at Wilton, Fairfield, Ludlow, and Darien High Schools. Additionally, NCHS will be holding the ACT on December 8th. Whether it be the SAT or the ACT, make sure you sign up on collegeboard.com or actstudent.org because almost all colleges will require you to either take the SAT or ACT. So make sure to sign up.
As a quick reminder, 2 weeks ago you should have received an email from Mr. Zambrano with the link to order a yearbook. If you would like to pay by check, please make them out to Piranhas and send them into the main office. Orders placed before December 1st will cost $70 and the price will then increase to $85. So make sure to take advantage of the discount and order a yearbook before time runs out.
In addition to the yearbook, seniors must submit their senior quote, baby photo, and senior ad by December 1st. Your senior quote can represent you, your high school experience, or something you want to be remembered for. But make sure it doesn't exceed 140 characters. If your parents chose to create a senior ad, they can create one on jostens.com using the templates provided, or they can set up an appointment through an email that was sent out. Finally, you should have received Google Forms for the senior quote and baby photo, so make sure to get everything done sooner rather than later.
Luke, I know I will certainly be getting on that. Now, every year outside NCHS, New Canaan holds a proclamation declaring October Domestic Violence Awareness Month. The event, hosted by Assistant Principal Mr. Rothman, includes speakers First Selectman Kevin Monahan as well as New Canaan's own Dee Dee Bartlett. The gathering aims to make people more aware about domestic violence. To find out more about the event, Harvey Duplot caught up with Ms. Bartlett.
It gives us an opportunity to raise awareness about an issue that affects 1 in 4 women in the United States and 1 in 7 men in the United States. This is an issue that affects people regardless of their income level, their race, their nationality, their creed. It's an opportunity to raise awareness and to get people help and to enable all of us to break the cycle of violence that is so pervasive throughout our society.
Thank you, Ms. Bartlett. Now, although it is a sad reality, it is crucial to raise awareness for domestic violence.
This past week was National Teen Driver Safety Week. Accordingly, last week the PFA held Teen Driver Safety Meeting where guest speakers included an NCPD patrol officer who came in and discussed the subject. We now go to Dennis Mulcahy, who has more on the story.
Hey NCHS, I'm Dennis Mulcahy and I'm here outside the Wagner Room where last week I caught up with 2 of the speakers on teen driver safety, NCPD Officer Caponera and owner of the Lewis School of Driving, Mary Trant. Here I was able to learn a little bit about the main causes of crashes, accident procedure, and tips for drivers new to the wheel. Take a look. What is the main cause of accidents in teen drivers?
Without question, the main cause is going to be, unfortunately nowadays, distracted driving.
And then what are your top 3 tips you'd give to NCHS drivers, especially those just getting their licenses?
Oh, man. All right.
Any tips?
In the parking lot, when you leave school, be very watchful. Certainly don't take your friends in the car. It is the #1 reason for you guys to get in accidents for your first year of driving. And be careful driving in this winter weather that's coming up. A lot of you haven't driven in it yet. So get out there practicing in an empty parking lot.
What is the procedure when a driver finds themselves in an accident?
First thing to do is to put the car in park, put your hazards on. After that, you want to make sure to call the police, give a location where you are, tell us if you're injured, and tell us what kind of car you're in, and then have your license, registration, and insurance information waiting for us when we get there.
If you have any more questions, please feel free to visit the National Safety Council website where you can find information for teens on how to be safe on the roads. This has been Dennis Mulcahy. You stay safe out there, NCHS. Back to you, Luke and Caitlin.
Thanks, Dennis. I certainly learned that you need to remember all these points from driving class. The New Canaan High School community is a strong one, but dangerous driving threatens everyone's safety. Considering most students at our high school are preparing to get ready or already have their licenses, it should come as no surprise that safety behind the wheel is essential.
Speaking of events, another event coming up this year is Shadow Day. Shadow Day has always been an opportunity for new students who will potentially be coming to NCHS next year to follow around current NCHS students. This year it will take place from 7:30 to 11 a.m. on October 23rd and 24th. To get the scoop on the story, NCTV's Fallon Arnone caught up with Miss Carroll.
We pretty much have 5 or 6 visitors every Shadow Day. We do 2 days in the fall and 2 in the spring, so it's not a huge audience, but for the kids that do a shadow morning, I think they find it very helpful.
Thanks, Ms. Carroll. I know that I will definitely be sure to welcome our prospective students.
As a reminder, the NCHS Fall Musical, The Addams Family, is coming up very soon. Performances are next Friday at 7 p.m. and Saturday the 27th at 2 and 7 p.m. If you are interested in going, you can buy your tickets on the NCHS website under the Parents tab.
Now, Luke, I know that the play is getting closer and it may seem like fall sports season is winding down, but our Rams are still hard at work.
I know, Caitlin, it seems like they never stop working. For more information on sports, let's head over to a new face behind the camera, my man Ian Nichols. Ian, it's great to have you here.
Hello, Luke and Caitlin, and hello, NCHS. I am Ian Nicholas coming to you for the first time. Before I start wishing sports teams good luck, I'm hoping for some of my own luck right now. But let's get to what you all came to hear, some sports updates around NCHS. This is your Rams Sports Report. Let's start it off with volleyball. Let's start it off with cross country. But boys, led by last week's Ram of the Week and senior captain Andrew Molling, finished their regular season with a 10-5 record, good for second in the East Division. All FCX boys were ready to roll again, led by Molling, who was just unbelievable, finishing first overall at FCX out of 120 runners. Not only was he the first New Canaan boy to win the race in 35 years, he also broke the school record in the 5K. And when you do something like that, you earn yourself your second Ram of the Week. Congrats, Andrew, on your phenomenal success this week. The boys finished in 7th overall, but still beating arch rival Darien. Great job, boys. As well as the girls are having an amazing regular season, finishing first in the East Division with a 10-5 record. Led by senior captain Elena Tiller, who came off a big win in last week's meet, finishing second on the team. The varsity team had some great personal records for the 4K course, with junior Sophie Curcio getting a 15:24-minute time and placing 17th overall, while Tiller got a 15:26-minute time, placing right behind her at 18th. They also had some great runs by freshman Emjin Rawlings-Green, sophomore Brianne Shipman, and freshman Abby Cheney. Good job this week, girls. Now on to swimming. The girls continue to have a nice season. They sit at 6-2, going 2-1 over their last 3 meets. Unfortunately, they lost their rival Greenwich last Friday, the 12th, 110-74. The girls were able to rebound, however, earlier this week on the road against St. Joe's with a win on Tuesday, 102-63. The girls' last meet before FCX was Wednesday at home versus Fairfield Ward. It was senior night, and they were able to end the regular season on a high note with another win. FCX started on November 8th for the girls, so the girls have some time off as they rest and prepare. Next, it was one of the biggest days of the year for both girls and boys soccer yesterday as they come up clutch. They came up clutch yesterday as last Saturday the girls hosted the undefeated Ridgefield Tigers at home, and sophomore Emma Shue stepped up big in this one, scoring the only goal for both teams in the 1-0 Rams victory, as it was the only goal scored against Ridgefield this season. On Monday, the girls were at home against Trumbull, led by 2 goals from Dylan Patton, as well as goals from Emma Shue, Catherine Lasecki, Caitlin Sparks, and Kendall Patton, as the girls pulled out the dominating 6-zip win. On Wednesday, they headed to St. Joe's as they looked to extend their 3-game winning streak against the top team in the FCAC, but fell short 3-0. Today, Staples travels to play the Rams at 4 o'clock at Dunning, so go out and support the girls. They sit at 10-3-1 on the season with their final game on Monday, which is senior night versus West Hill. So make sure you head out and support our seniors one last time. Now, how about the boys? The season hasn't gone as planned for the boys, as they are 0-11-2 through their first 13 games, but the boys have finally done it. They got their first win on the season as our Rams beat the Ridgefield Tigers 2-0, with both of their goals coming from senior Oliver Crookenden. Yesterday, they hosted St. Joe's on their turf, and again, the boys came home with a win 3-2, with goals scored from seniors Matt Costco and Tim Norton, as well as junior Emilio de la Vega. The boys are now 2-11-2 on a 2-game win streak and with 2 games left on the schedule. They look to finish the year strong. Good luck, guys. Let's shift gears to field hockey. The girls have been struggling a bit lately. Coming into Saturday's game at Danbury, they lost 3 straight. However, the Rams got back on track, shutting out the Hatters 4-0. The girls were at it again on Tuesday at home versus Stanford, looking to make it 2 straight. You know NCTV was there, so let's roll the highlights. It was senior night for the ladies, and they were fired up. The girls came out roaring, but it was freshman Zoe Bennett scoring first, putting the Rams up 1-0. Then, just minutes later, sophomore Marley Smith adds the lead, getting the long pass from senior Lily Ferris and finding the way to the net. Up 2-0, it wasn't all offense, as the Rams' defense was stellar Tuesday, backed by junior Emily Knight and senior Megan Mitchell, allowing just 2 shots on the net. On the second half, Ferris slams the ball into the net, putting the Rams up 3-0, which was the final score of the game as well. The Rams, who are 8-4-1, are in the middle of the pack in the conference playoff race and can nail down a tournament bid with 2 points in their remaining games against Ludlow and Trumbull. Also, congrats to Natalie Lopez, Northwestern's newest recruit. Not a big deal. Good luck to the girls. That's a wrap for me. Best wishes to all teams as they make the final push for playoffs. I hope to see you soon, but now, back to Caitlin and Luke.
Thanks, Ian. I'll be sure to head out and show my support for our Rams. But for more information on the weather for those weekend games, let's head over to Harvey Dupock. Harvey, how's it looking?
Thanks, Caitlin. And you know what? This past week has been quite cold, with temperatures being in the 50s or below, and sadly that will continue into this weekend. Hello, NCHS. I'm Harvey Dupock here to give you this weekend's weather. Today we woke up with a freezing low in the 30s, and sadly it's only going to heat up to a high in the 50s. Guys, I hate to say it, but it is time to pack away those summer clothes and bring out the long sleeves and winter jackets, especially for Sunday. But before we talk about Sunday, let's talk about Saturday. Unfortunately, it is going to rain in the AM, and that combined with a low in the 40s means the morning is best spent indoors. Luckily, the rain will go away in the afternoon, and it is going to heat up to a high in the 60s. So Saturday afternoon is looking great and will be the warmest time all weekend, so take advantage of it. Sadly, Sunday is the coldest day all weekend, with a staggering low in the 30s. It will be partly cloudy, so don't rely on the sun to heat you up. The high will only be in the 40s, so if you are outside, please bring a heavy jacket. Sunday will be the day to sit by the fire with a warm cup of tea and a cozy blanket. Caitlin, Luke, this weekend will be very cold, and sadly that trend is going to continue into next week, along with some rain. And also, I'm still seeing a bunch of you guys wearing shorts and t-shirts, so please try and find something warmer for your safety. I hope everyone has a great weekend and stays warm. I've been Harvey Dupock, and back to you guys.
Thanks, Harvey. I will definitely be sure to take advantage of the cold weather and enjoy a nice cup of tea.
Now, before we go, we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Ryan Benevento, Eileen Finn, Caroline Shu, and Alessandra Solpizzi. If you have any other announcements, be sure to email us at nctv78@gmail.com or tweet at us at nctv78 a week before the Friday broadcast. This has been Luke Rambuya.
And I'm Caitlin Mulcahy. We leave you now with a creative video to get you excited for the fall. Have a great weekend, NCHS.